Hi, this is Skip Johnson, Associate Pastor at Cannon United Methodist Church. This is a beautiful day. I hope you can hear the birds that are singing around me. I'm outside behind the church down near the Angel House, and there are like all these variations of green starting to kind of show up in the trees and the bushes and the growth all around me. I wanted to say a couple of things to share about a TED Talk that I happened upon the other day. The TED Talker, the woman who talked, was named Lucy Hone, H-O-N-E, and I'd really recommend her. She's from New Zealand, and she was sharing secrets of resilient people, and resilience is certainly something that I think we all need during this time. Lucy herself is somewhat of an expert on resilience. Besides having a lot of education to prepare her to be able to talk about such, she's had experiences in her own life, tragic experience, that have required her to be resilient, to keep on going forward in her life. But she lifts up 3 secrets of resilient people. And I really like the simplistic way she presented them as she kind of named them and talked about them. And I thought I'd just share them this morning. The first one that she wanted to share is that there has to be acceptance and acknowledgement of what the situation truly is. There's no really any use in denying or pretending that it's not the way that it is. This is it. These are the circumstances that I now have in my life, and I go forward from here. Okay. That's the first step and one of the biggest ones. The second step that she mentioned is to recognize that we as human beings have the capacity for selective attention. That's huge. Unlike animals, unlike your dog, unfortunately, as you probably well know, or your cat, we can decide what we want to look at, what we want to give our attention to. And we can decide whether we're going to watch news all day or whether we're going to watch news perhaps just for 5 minutes. You always have to be aware of what your responsibilities are for that moment and how to best go about them. You can decide what to give your attention to, what to turn your attention away from, what you can control right now, what you really can't control. The third that she talked about was that is what I am doing right now, is it helping or is it harming me? I referenced the news a moment ago. If your TV is on all day and the news is droning on and on and on, is that helping you or maybe is it harming you? Are you going over and over looking at your itinerary of a vacation that cannot be? Is that helping you or is that maybe harming you? I've said before, and to repeat, how anxiety muffles creativity and imagination. How depression kind of narrows our horizon so we can't see possibilities. You know how we normally think of the world as this broad horizon that goes on and on? When we're feeling depressed, that horizon shrinks until we're staring through a cardboard tube, but we can only see just a small part of the world. Remember that you can select how your attention needs to go, to do those things that you can control, to make decisions that are going to help you, and get away from those that are going to harm you. I want to end with just asking the question, what nourishes your soul and what delights your spirit? And I really wanted to ask you just intentionally to make a list of what those things are, maybe a list of 10 things. Go down the list, look at it, and think maybe creatively, how can I do some of these things right now, today, even given the limited situation that I'm in? I can control these factors and I can do it in this fashion. Annie, my wife, and I, we love to watch movies with friends, have friends over. Can't do that right now. So recently we watched a film together with some friends who were in another part of the city. We kind of carefully worked them out and got the timers down to start the films at the right time. They were pretty close. And then we had an iPhone in between us that we would talk and make comments about the film. It was really quite fun. Really kind of enjoyed it. We're probably going to do that again. The prom for my daughter has been canceled for this year. But rather than dwell on that, we're thinking about, well, let's get her all dressed up in her prom dress. Let's get her hair fixed up. Let's take a picture, a prom picture, COVID-19 version. Let's put a face mask on her for one of the versions of the picture and send it out as an announcement to some friends. Imagination, creativity. We're going to get through this. We're going to flourish again, but we can also flourish now. Be resilient people, and let's make this journey together. Thank you.